How's it going, Dawn? A couple for you. Just one, how is Zaya for next week? What's the prognosis there? And then just how do you think all the rotations are starting to come together?
Zaya's good. I mean, if we had to start today, she would have been able to play. But we're just going to take precautions with that. I mean, the rotations are not set. Obviously, you know, our job is to win basketball games, so we got to figure out what rotation fits best at any given time, because we have players who are they specialize in certain things, and you know, we only want what they do best this particular year, and we don't know what best is needed at any given time, but we're probably comfortable with the starting lineup that we've had over the past couple of seasons, and we'll go from there.
I got stuff. Hey, Dawn, I wanted to ask you about what you saw out of Camilla today, just kind of with her development. I know you talked about a lot with trying to get her comfortable taking shots, and we saw quite a bit of that tonight. Just from practice last few weeks and then tonight, what has impressed you the most with her development?
I mean, Camilla is she's a sponge. She really understands how to play. You can, implement things, and it only takes her, one look to see it and execute it. I thought Camilla took shots that she's probably used to taking. I just, I like for her to take more shots that she's not used to taking. Like, I want her to embrace the crowd that she's going to draw and shoot through that. Like her to take mid-range shots. And then, hopefully as she develops to be able to stretch the floor out and shoot threes. But she's not ready for that yet. We'll push it. Hopefully by mid-season we can get her just more. She's a willing passer, probably too selfless. So we got to get her to read a little bit better when she's single coverage, to force things a little bit, not just to make shots, but to put her defense back on their heels and generate some fouls against our opponents.
Hey, Don, obviously in recent years, dominating in transition has become a staple of this team on offense. Do you feel like that aspect of the game, did you see that's where you wanted to be tonight? And what's been the learning curve for getting the freshmen up to speed, I guess, no pun intended, on getting that transition aspect, getting them sort of melded into that?
I mean, I just don't think we're scoring in we're not converting like in transition like we should. That's been a nemesis of ours. I know we get up and down the floor and we make some baskets, but we have to convert at a larger rate than what we're doing. Yes, we want to get out and flow a little bit. And I mean, it's hard to juggle what we're juggling. And that's why we ask our players, we only want what you do best. We don't want what you average at, because what you're average at, somebody else is their best. And that is hard for players because it kind of puts the clamps on them a little bit, but with who we have to play that way. We can't let everybody to just free flow because everybody's not good at it. So we only want what you're great at. And it's taking them some time to find that and actually be disciplined enough to stay within that.
Matt.
Dawn, a year ago, when the CLA felt so quiet, you said it was weird. How did it feel tonight to even have the energy of the crowd?
Yeah, it felt a lot better. I mean, it wasn't normal, but it was better. I think as basketball season ramps up, the crowds are going to get larger and larger and larger. But it was cool. It was cool having, more than 3,500 people in here, people sitting everywhere, sitting close to each other. It's great having our band and the visit of our opponent's band. It was cool. I mean, it was really cool. But we just want to play well for them. We want to make plays to just ignite the crowd, so we can feel normal again. I mean, we want to feel normal for the 2 hours that we're in the gym. And then obviously you watch the news, you'll see all that other stuff. You get the information about that other stuff. But while we're here, I just hope we're able to just enjoy each other.
David?
Dawn, you've had Aaliyah for 2 years now, and she's taken care of her business pretty much ever since she came in the door. Coming into this year, have you had to say anything to her, or did you say anything else to her about like, hey, we need something else from you, or just how has the dynamic been about how you approach it with her?
The same. I mean, she's pretty self-motivated. For us, we just have to continue to put her in positions positions of playing in the crowd. Like, we know she's going to see it. Camilla should help a little bit more because of, she's a target, and sometimes you just got to throw it up there and then let Camilla offensive rebound like she did. But, Aaliyah is, look on her, she's on a break, There was one time on the break where, we dribble it down and we pass it out, and usually, players want to get closer to the basket. She just stopped and took a 8-foot bank shot. That's the beauty of her. Like, she's evolved. She's reading. She understands easy scores now. Where in years past you probably just try to muck it up, but she's comfortable in her skin. She's comfortable taking those shots because she's worked on them.
Augusta? Before the Benedict exhibition, you talked about wanting to build habits and see some of those habits tonight. What were some of the things that you saw, and what are some of the key points that you're going to use from tonight before NC State next week?
We do talk about just creating the habits we want to see on game day. I thought we had great ball movement. I think we were, super aware of making the extra pass offensively. I thought we did a pretty good job at pushing the ball down the floor after the first quarter. Defensively, we got work to do in that area. I think we're not playing with the toughness. People take the ball out of our hands. We that toughness, and I've actually asked our practice players, that they got to give it to us. They got to play tougher because that's what we're seeing. I thought we got good contributions that gives us a glimpse of what players can do what, and we got players that can make plays, but they gotta make plays consistently, not just here or there. And that for our younger players, I thought Raven Johnson was pretty darn good today. Like I don't even know if she practiced that well, and maybe she's a gamer, but she hasn't practiced the flow, the playing fast to slow and slow to fast and controlling and organizing. So we can continue to get that kind of effort from her and just kind of seal up, our point guard play. It's only going to help our team. It's only going to clear up some things for us, especially on the offensive side. And, I think she does a great job defending. So she's it was promising to see her play.
Hey, Coach. Benedict came out and played well in the first quarter. Just some of your initial thoughts about the Benedict team and, what they have in store for them this year.
Benedict's well coached. They understand coming into this game what they had to do. I think the three-point shot was a weapon for them coming in, and they hit some early in the first quarter to stretch us out a little bit. I thought they were tough, meaning tough-minded. I thought they played with a lot of energy, so well prepared for it. I just thought they got out-talented. I think we got to, I don't know if we got outworked. I don't know if we outworked them, and that's hard to tell. I think we out-talented them, and I'd like for us to just have a better combination of outworking and out-talenting our opponents. So James, Coach Rice did a great job at preparing them, and we had a few laughs before the game, throughout the day, but. We enjoy having them and playing against them. We do get something out of it. It's not like we don't get something out of it. They played 5 out. We'll see that. They pulled our bigs from the basket and made them guard the 3-point line as well as off the bounce. So well coached, great exhibition game for us, and hopefully it helps us win a big one on Tuesday.
Anything else for Coach Staley?
Coach, you kind of touched on it earlier there with Augusta's question and a little bit talking about Raven, but what else did you see from your freshmen tonight?
Breezy, we call her Breezy because, her name is Bree, and we got a Bree. She's a specialist. She's a defensive specialist. She's energy. She's effort. She plays that way. I think from an offense standpoint, she's coming along. I've asked her to just flow offensively. Don't, not be aggressive, but we're just trying to teach her how to play. And we're slowing her down offensively so she can see how it develops, so she could be more impactful. Maybe not this week, maybe not next week, but later on down the line. So she's very coachable, and she's done that. Shania Rivers, she's an elite offensive player. Like she's got that it factor when it comes to offense. But she also has to play a little bit more aggressive on both sides of the basketball. I think, the hardest thing for her is just defending, just keeping somebody in front of her, and she'll get it because she's athletic and she's long, and but some things take a little bit longer for them to get. Sanaya Fagan, I mean, she's got her work cut out for her. She's playing behind Aaliyah, Camilla, Victoria, LA. I mean, that's hard. I mean, they have years. We just got to make sure she's ready for SEC play, and she's very coachable when it comes to that. Did I hit all of them? Yep. Thank you. Thank you all for coming out.